Hey viewers, this is AZ as you all know. Welcome back to my channel Studio A to Z. As I have mentioned in my previous video, today's topic is how to pronounce English alphabets in British accent. Let me discuss the difference between American and British accent for English alphabets. Let me tell you a thing very clearly that there is not much difference in case of American and British accent for English alphabets, except for only 3 letters. Only 3 letters. That is why I am going to discuss only those 3 letters which are differently pronounced in British accent for English alphabets. If you want to go through the other letters too, please watch my previous video, which is how to pronounce English alphabets in American accent. Okay guys, so let's start with those 3 letters. The first letter for you is O. Uppercase, lowercase, and then the pronunciation O. In American English, O is pronounced in a longer version and your lips would be more rounder when you pronounce O. It's O in American English. But in case of British English, it's more shorter and your lips would be less rounder, like O. Okay? Next letter, R. Capital letter, small letter, and the pronunciation. R is pronounced differently and in a very twisted manner. Somewhere, R is pronounced in a silent way, like A. And somewhere R is pronounced in a sounded way, like the way it is, R. So I am going to explain you about how it is pronounced. How to pronounce R in British accent. So there are 2 ways, as I mentioned, sounded and silent. Firstly, we will start with the sounded one. Sounded manner. Starting or beginning of a word. If a word starts with R, then that R would be a sounded one. I am showing you some examples. R, E, A, D. Read. Read. R, E, D. Red. Red. R, A, I, N. Rain. R, U, N. Run. Got it? Next. When the first letter of a word is silent and the second letter is R. Let me give you some example. Let's go through the examples. W, R, I, T, E. Right. Right. Here W is silent and the word is pronounced with R. That's why this R is a sounded one. Let me give you one more example. W, R, O, N, G. Wrong. Wrong. Got it? Next one. When the second letter is R following a consonant. The first example, D, R, I, V, E. Drive. Drive. B, R, A, I, N. Brain. Brain. G, R, E, N. Green. Green. P, R, I, C, E. Prize. Prize. In all these 4 words, R is a sounded one. Clear? Next part. When R is in the middle of a word. C, U, R, R, E, N, T. Current. Current. C, O, U, R, A, G, E. Courage. Courage. S-O-R-R-Y. Sorry. Sorry. Double R, right? V-E-R-Y, very, very. All these words have R in the middle and they are sounded ones. Next part of the criteria is silent or not sounded. When R is in the middle of the word but the vowel sound is quite long, then the R will be a silent one. Let me give you some examples. M-A-R-K. It should be mark in American English, but in British English it's M-A-R-K, mark. It has more a sound. Mark. D-A-R-K, dark, dark. G-A-R-D-E-N, garden. Not garden, it's garden, garden. M-O-R-E, more, not more, more. N-O-R-M-A-L, normal, normal, not normal, normal. W-O-R-K, walk, walk, not work, walk. Clear? Now the next part, that is end. When a word has R at the end, following E or R, O, following E or O, then the pronunciation will be silent. Let me show you the examples. W-A-T-E-R, water, water, not water, water, water. F-A-T-H-E-R, feather, feather, not further, it's feather. L-E-T-T-E-R, letter, letter, not letter, it's letter. D-O-C-T-O-R, doctor, doctor, not doctor, it's doctor. And last note for you is the symbol R indicates that the British pronunciation will have R sound only if a vowel sound follows directly at the beginning of the next word. For example, far away. Here the first word far has R at the end and the next word away has A, which is a vowel at the beginning. That is the reason here the R would be a sounded one. Far away, far away. Otherwise, the R would be omitted. But on the other hand, for American English, all the R sounds should be pronounced. So this is the difference between British accent and American accent in case of R. Let's go to the next and last and final letter, that is Z. Capital, small, and the pronunciation Z. In American English, this letter is pronounced as Z. Z-E-E, Z. But here in British English, it's pronounced as Z. Z. I hope you got a clear idea about it. Let's talk about my next topic, that is vowels and consonants of English alphabets. So till then, stay tuned. Tatas!